Hello, did you know that a simple kitchen ingredient can drastically reduce the risk of stroke? Stroke is the leading cause of death among women and the second leading cause of death among men worldwide. I myself have seen the devastating effects of stroke up close. My grandmother suffered a stroke when I was a child and I've never forgotten it. In this video, I'll reveal the 7 foods that can help you prevent stroke and live a healthier, better life. Among them, a little known but absolutely crucial ingredient for your brain health, which will be revealed shortly. And watch to the end so you don't miss this extraordinary discovery. But before we start, let's talk about what a stroke is. A cerebrovascular accident, CVA, also known as a stroke, is a serious medical condition that affects millions of people worldwide. It is caused by an interruption in the blood supply to the brain, resulting in damage to brain cells due to a lack of oxygen and nutrients. However, there is hope, as certain foods can help prevent and avoid stroke. Before we reveal the 7 foods that can prevent stroke, let's ask a special favor. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to help spread this very important message that can save lives. Your subscription makes all the difference. Thank you in advance for your support, and let's go on this journey for brain health together. First food, avocado. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, considered good fats, which can help reduce LDL, bad cholesterol, and increase HDL, good cholesterol. This is important because high LDL cholesterol is a significant risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Avocados are also a good source of potassium, an important mineral for regulating blood pressure. High blood pressure is another important risk factor for stroke. A study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology in 2014 found that potassium consumption can reduce the risk of stroke by 21%. Second food, spinach. Spinach is rich in folate, a vitamin B9 essential for heart and brain health. Low levels of folate in the blood are associated with an increased risk of stroke. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition in 2013 found that people with higher levels of folate in their blood had a 20% lower risk of stroke compared to people with lower levels. Spinach is also a good source of antioxidants, which fight free radicals and protect brain cells against oxidative damage. Oxidative stress is a factor that contributes to the development of neurodegenerative diseases such as stroke. Third food, salmon. Salmon is an excellent source of omega-3 fatty acids, which have anti-inflammatory properties, improve blood vessel function, and reduce the risk of blood clots. All these factors contribute to stroke prevention. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, AJCN, in 2006 followed more than 80,000 adults for 22 years and found that those who consumed the most salmon had a 20% lower risk of stroke compared to those who consumed the least. Salmon is also a good source of lean protein, which is important for maintaining a healthy weight. Obesity is a risk factor for cardiovascular diseases, including stroke. Fourth food, olive oil. Olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fatty acids and antioxidants, which protect the heart and brain. In addition, olive oil is a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, which has been linked to numerous health benefits and associated with a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, including stroke. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, NEJM, in 2013 followed more than 7,000 adults for 5 years and found that those who followed the Mediterranean diet rich in olive oil had a 40% lower risk of stroke compared to those who followed a low-fat diet. Olive oil also has anti-inflammatory properties that help reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. I recently made a video on olive oil which is not to be missed, and you'll see that it's not just stroke that it helps, and there's much more. I'll leave it at the end of the video and in the comments, but watch this one to the end so you don't miss any information for brain prevention. Fifth food, walnuts. Walnuts are rich in monounsaturated fats, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Monounsaturated fats and fiber can help reduce LDL, bad cholesterol, and increase HDL, good cholesterol. The vitamins and minerals present in walnuts are also important for cardiovascular health. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, JAHA, in 2018 followed more than 210,000 adults for 30 years and found that those who consumed the most walnuts had a 25% lower risk of heart disease compared to those who consumed the least. Walnuts also have anti-inflammatory properties that protect blood vessels from damage. Inflammation is a risk factor for cardiovascular disease, including stroke. Another study published in the Journal of Nutrition in 2015 found that regular consumption of walnuts can reduce the risk of heart disease by 14%. In addition, a study published in the British Journal of Nutrition in 2016 found that regular consumption of walnuts can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes by 17%. It is recommended to consume around 30 grams of walnuts a day as part of a healthy, balanced diet. Choose raw or roasted nuts without salt or added sugar. Nuts are a caloric food, so it's important to consume them in moderation. In addition, nuts are a great healthy snack option that can help keep energy levels stable throughout the day, but people with nut allergies should avoid them. Sixth food, blueberries. And for those of you who have made it this far and will continue until the end, the crucial food for your brain that few people know about is blueberries, which are rich in antioxidants that fight free radicals and protect brain cells against oxidative damage. Oxidative stress is a factor that contributes to the development of neurodegenerative diseases such as stroke. A study published in the Annals of Neurology in 2012 followed more than 16,000 adults for 24 years and found that those who consumed the most blueberries had a 24% lower risk of dementia compared to those who consumed the least. Blueberries also have anti-inflammatory properties that fight inflammation in the brain. Brain inflammation is a risk factor for stroke. Seventh food, green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables are rich in folate, potassium, magnesium and antioxidants. Folate and potassium are important for regulating blood pressure. Magnesium is important for healthy blood vessels. Antioxidants protect brain cells against oxidative damage. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, in 2017 followed more than 100,000 adults for 20 years and found that those who consumed the most green leafy vegetables had a 17% lower risk of heart disease compared to those who consumed the least. Green leafy vegetables also have anti-inflammatory properties that protect blood vessels from damage. In addition, they are low in calories and high in fiber, making them an excellent choice for those looking to maintain a healthy weight. By incorporating these 7 foods into your diet on a regular basis, you can help protect your brain health and reduce the risk of stroke. Always remember to maintain a balanced and varied diet, rich in fresh and whole foods, for maximum health benefits. Also, don't forget to maintain an active and healthy lifestyle, including regular exercise and stress management, to keep your heart and brain functioning optimally. And let me know in the comments. Have you ever suffered a stroke? Which food surprised you? And what part of the United States or the world are you from? Your comments are very important to us and can help many people take care of their health. Always remember to consult a health professional for personalized advice, especially if you have pre-existing medical conditions. Did you like the video? If you liked this video, click on the like button to help spread this message, as many people don't know which foods prevent strokes. And you can share this video on your social networks to help reach more people who want to know more about how to prevent stroke, and subscribe and activate the bell, because on this channel we learn how to take care of our greatest asset, which is our health. Now I'm going to share 2 relevant recommendations here, which are appearing for you. My video on A Silent Threat, 8 Clear Signs That May Indicate Fatty Liver Disease, and my video on Take 1 tablespoon of olive oil before bed on an empty stomach, 10 benefits of olive oil. Thank you very much for following me to the end, and let's promote everyone's well-being together. And see you in the next video.